video, we will understand one of the very useful feature of Excel, that is the use of dollar sign for making the formula copied in other cell with the required output. Now in this video we will understand that how the dollar sign can make the whole data analysis in Excel much more easier and faster. Now here we have created an exercise so that we can master the dollar command. In this we have some items, we have the rates of those items in another column, we have the sales unit for the January, February and March month. So the unit means the number of items that have sold in that particular month. We have tax, we have profit for each month. So the profit percent for each month is being provided. And then our objective is to calculate the total sale for each month for each material. Now this requires a huge amount of data analysis, but using a dollar sign we will just create a formula in one cell and drag it horizontally and vertically to achieve the desired output in all the other cells. So only in this cell we need to create one formula which when copied or dragged to any other cell in the month of Jan, Feb and March will give the desired output. This can only be done by the use of the dollar sign, and hence it's become very essential to have a very good clarity on the dollar sign, because when we drag it downward and horizontally, the only dollar sign can allow us to get the desired output without any logical error. Now let us see how to use a dollar command. Now we will use it in more simpler exercise in which we have some list of A1 to more than that. Then we have a rate, we have a cell unit in month of January and in month of February, and we have a tax which is fixed 30% and a donation ₹1. This is just a sample to understand the dollar command so that we can apply it on the main exercise. Now we know that we need to find a turnover or the cost. So the rate into the cell unit will give us the cost. So that will be the product of these two cells. Now if we click it, we can see that D6 into E6 representing by the blue and the green cell is providing us the cost. Now we need to add a tax part to it. Now the tax part to it we can add by multiplying the entire cost with 1 plus tax percent. This is a simple mathematical formula. So 1 into 1 is 1 and then 30% tax, it should be 1.3. So we are getting the desired output. Now after tax there is ₹1 donation also, so we will add the donation cell. So in this way it will be 2.3. 1 into 1 that is cost plus 30% tax, that is 1.3, and then a donation of ₹1, that is 2.3. So this is a simple mathematical formula we have applied to this cell to achieve the desired output. But in all other cell we want a dollar sign to work for us. Now what does a dollar sign do? Let's understand that. Now here you see the tax part and the donation part is fixed. That cells should not move when we drag it downward. So let us copy the formula in the cell which we just created, or let us drag this formula. Now to understand the application of dollar sign, when we drag this formula downward, let's see what changes happens. Now you see all the cells have moved downward, but we wanted tax and donation to be fixed. We does not want it to move downward. That is, their row number, that is 5, should have been fixed, and this is where the dollar sign come into the use. Now let us fix the tax and the donation cell by using a dollar sign. Now to fix their column, we will put a dollar sign in front of G and to fix their row we will put a dollar sign in front of 5. So you can see we have fixed the G5, and hence when we dragged it down the text cell has not moved. Now this is the use of dollar sign. It enables us to fix a particular location of a cell. Now also we want to fix the donation. Again we do not want it to move horizontally or vertically, so we will put a dollar sign in front of H and 5. Now you see we are getting the both tax and donation cell fixed. So when we moving it downward, we are now getting a desired output. That is the multiplication of the rate and the cell units, and then the required tax and donation addition to it. But when we moving it horizontally, you can see the blue cell is moving, but we do not want the rate cell to move to the January column. So we want to restrict the blue cell movement horizontally. How it can be done? It's very simple. We have to put a dollar sign against D because we do not want a column D to move. So we will go to the formula and we will put a dollar sign in front of the D. So you can again come to the first cell and put a dollar sign in front of the D so that the blue cell does not move horizontally or along the columns. Now when we drag it down and then drag it horizontally, let us cross check. So our rate is again fixed to a particular column that's we wanted, a tax and donation is fixed, and the cell unit is changing accordingly. And that's how we are utilizing a dollar command to just enter a formula in a single cell, and then we can move it horizontally and vertically to get all the required results. Same you have to perform this exercise in the provided task. You have to only add a formula in the column J13 which is under January,